Okay, this is Conquer the Universe, and this is the game I made for the Ludum 48-hour game development competition. So I live streamed the whole thing. I'll put a link in the description to the recording of that stream if you want to watch the whole thing. I'll also put up a time lapse. To answer possibly your first question, why have I spelled Conker wrong? That's because it's a pun based on the game Conkers, which is a kind of a children's game played with sort of, they're like chestnuts but they're not, and you put a piece of string through them and look at the Wikipedia thing. It's a silly game. The idea is you use string and you knock things against each other, and the reason I've called it that is because every Ludum Dare game has a theme, and this one was Connected Worlds, so I decided to take that literally, and the aim of the game is to connect these worlds together with giant rubber bands, impossibly large planetary spanning rubber bands, and then cause them to fly out of orbit and smash into each other and the star and cause terrible death and mayhem and destruction. And that's fun, at least I think so. First thing I should do is thank everyone who was on the stream, who was watching. Well, not everyone, but most of the people who were there for most of the duration. You're all listed here. Amy Borg, Octurus Deluxe, Orgs, Baggy Boy, Brainstorm Games, Case of Glass, Deft, Dievo, Last of Vari, Leaky Zinc, Ada Noir, Lukey, Namco's, Operation Nope, Crucials, Ritu, Starcloak, and Visaneku, and many others I may have forgotten. Thank you all for your support and your encouragement and your and all that stuff. So let's show you the game, shall we? Oh, a couple of other things. I've added a few different things for this downloadable version I'm going to put up on my website, jimmcgames.com, including high scores, so that the scores will actually matter, because before the scores just went away as soon as you finished the level and it didn't seem to matter at all. But now it will keep track of all your scores, and that will remain saved between game sessions. So if you come out of the game and go back in, you'll still be able to see your high scores. So you might want to play a bit and see what the high score you can get is. So there's 6 levels and 2 game modes. Free tether mode. Let's you can look at how to play, but I'll just show you myself. So free tether mode. So you zoom out with the scroll wheel and you move around with the WSD or arrow keys, whichever is your preference, and you simply click on a planet like this gas giant here. That's selected. Then you click on another planet, pew, and it creates this rubber band. And one thing I've changed, now watch as this goes taut. There, it goes red, and you can see that changes the orbit not only of that planet but both planets. It's kind of it's behaving as if the band has gone taut, and it's sort of pulling on the thing, and it's causing it to fall into the star. So the first level is pretty easy. You can get bonus points by things like flinging the planets out of the system, or smashing them into each other, which I find the most fun. But let's just move on to wait. Yeah, I've made this thicker, this line, so that you can actually see the and you see it snaps if the velocity is too different between them. But I'm just going to try to see. It has no effect if the band isn't taut. So when it's red, it is taut, and it changed the trajectory slightly, and the speed was too great, or the distance was too great there, and it caused it to fall out of orbit. You can attach any 2 planets together usually, unless it says otherwise. And this one I think is going to pull this one into the star. No, it's not. It's just going to pull this one further down. Anyway, just press return, it will give you a score summary and move on to the next level. Each level has an objective here, so destroy or remove 4 rocky planets. I changed that as well because you can either destroy them by smashing them together, or you can fling them out of the solar system, because this goes quite far. So if they get beyond a certain distance, they become rogue planets, and they're no longer affected by the gravity of the sun, and they they just go off the game world. So, oh come on, are they going to hit? No, it is quite counterintuitive. Orbital mechanics is kind of tricky. I got used to it quite a bit by playing Kerbal Space Program. But see, one effective way here is if I can drag this. See, that's not doing anything. If you attach them together when they're moving towards each other, it won't become taut. It would be nice if I could make the band actually look slack, but that would be a bit tricky because I'm just using a simple line renderer to make this work. Now you see their orbits are passing each other, but they're not hitting each other. Oh, they might hit. Oh, come on! I just wanna play pool with planets. Oh, they might hit. It might hit. Something's gonna hit. Yes. Oh, look at that! That was brilliant. Oh, that was excellent. So I got lots of bonus points for that. So that's how you rack up the high scores. You get extra point. Now this one's going to leave the system. Or maybe not. This one's going to grab this one. Oh, go on. Oh, go on. Oh, you bastard. Oh, but you see, the taut distance is the distance at which you create the band. So you see, if I just recreate the band, it will get tighter again there. And let's see if I can sort of swing it round and catapult it into another planet. And I'm going to basically that's slowed down the velocity of this so that it will cause it to orbit closer to the star in general. Oh, go on, hit. Okay, let's do this. They're kind of hard to click on. So long and thanks. That's because one of them left the solar system. Let's see if we can see where it went. There it is. That one's off. That one's not coming back. So I should have added a little tally of how many things you have to destroy or remove, because it's not actually clear how many we've actually done so far. Oh, rapid planet. You get that for making a planet go faster than it has any right to. So yeah, it's a bit oh, I forgot I had 2 of these gas giants. Yeah, no effect, just go a little bit taut there. Okay, so long and thanks. That one's gone. Oh no, I wonder if oh, that one's gonna go too. Something hit something. This one's, whoa, did you see that? That must have hit really sharply. Whew. Okay, I think we need to destroy at least one more. Let's try to bring this one into the star. See, they've got little health bars. You get the most points by smashing 2 planets into each other until they destroy each other. Planet Potted. It's a reference to a Red Dwarf episode where they play pool with planets in order to clog up a white hole. It doesn't make any sense, but that's Red Dwarf for you. Okay, I think we've lost both of our gas giants, and there's not much we can do at this point, because all you can do is tie planets together, and if they get to the point where they won't attach, then you're kind of screwed. It is hard to click on these. That's something I need to address. I'm thinking of turning this, developing this game further, and trying to make it. There we go, 930 for that level. See if you can beat it. There we go, and there's a little summary of everything, and it moves on to level 3. But before I show you any more levels, this one is to destroy the inhabited planet. Which you see, it's a little badly drawn Earth-like thing. So yeah, but I'm going to show you the other mode, which is the Spaceship Mode, which was the mode I originally envisioned for this game, which is where you play with this little spaceship, and you fly around, you've got some shields, and it's all momentum based, and you press space to... Oh god, no! Oh, damn it. You do have infinite lives. I was thinking of having a score penalty if you lose ships, but it didn't really seem that much fun to be penalising you. Now this just adds another layer of challenge, because you've got to... that was completely pointless because it's not even the goal. It does give me some extra points though. Man, where's the inhabited planet? Where's it gone? Oh, I'm playing on level 1 still. There. Select level 3, Spaceship Mode. Okay. Now, there is a special case of what inhabited planets do when you get close to them in your spaceship. As you can see, when I zoom out, it shows this little arrow, so because the spaceship is quite small, so it's hard to see. You see, it fires missiles. Now the missiles will destroy your ship, or they will cut the band if they get close. Oh man, the gravity of that star is hard to resist. It's difficult to avoid it if you get close. Oop. You also take damage if you fly into a planet, but it doesn't destroy you. Right away, you got 3 shots with it. There we go. That should bring it down. Oh no, it cut the wire. Damn you. So yeah, that's pretty much the game. You just do this. Now I'm thinking of expanding this to include different ways of... Oh, look at that. I'm swinging this planet around really intensely. See, it's staying taut the whole time. And it's just... I think it's actually accelerating it. I'm not sure. Yeah, look, it's flinging it out of the system. Now, I could just actually leave that. Because I think... No, it's still in orbit. So, let's see if we can try to drag it down. Oh, they hit themselves. I did originally have it so that missiles would damage the planets when you hit them, but it turned out to be a bit... It became less about the tethers and more about just flying the ships into each other. Oh no, I'm going out of orbit. Oh no. Oh, slingshot. Trying to change my orbital velocity. Oh, those are going to hit. Yeah. I think that's a little bug. Whenever two planets hit, it breaks the tether, but it's only supposed to do that when it's the tether... Oh dear. Okay, see, that radically changed the orbit. See, because the gas giants are so much bigger, they will... Oh, I missed that one. Since the gas giants are so much bigger, they will drag... well, it's the mass, really, that's the thing. Not the size. It's not the size, but what you pull with it. I don't know. That's gonna snap the cord when it breaches the sun. Yeah. Okay, I'm doing badly at this. I'm not good at my own games. But you get the idea. Let's try another level. I've put a level select so that you can see it's got some high scores already. Let's try. What was this? Level 5. Remove or destroy rocky planets. Inhabited planets must survive. Right, so the idea... These planets won't shoot you, so the idea is that these planets want to be left alone in their solar system without these nasty rocky bodies around. Oh, they are shooting at me. That's a bug. Didn't mean for that to happen. Yeah. So, this is what happens with rapid development, of course. If I was going to make this a full, proper game, I would endeavour to do much better. And you could have different weapons. I was thinking of making it sort of a strategy sort of game, like maybe you play as one of the planets and you've got to destroy another. It could even be multiplayer if I feel like doing that. Oh dear, I think I'm gonna... Yeah. The challenge here is to get those planets into the star without impacting the inhabited planets. Oh, that was bad. Don't destroy that planet. Oh dear. Yeah, so if you destroy the inhabited planet, you lose this level. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Yeah, I do seem to have a theme going in at least 2 of my games of planetary destruction. And in Shitty Quest, there's a bit of world annihilation as well. It's I seem to have destruction on the brain. But anyway. Yes, I have several ideas about how to expand this. There's a lot of potential in this sort of orbital chicanery, shenanigans, for fun and destruction. You know, you could have all kinds of things. It wouldn't just have to be the tethers. It could be like missiles and tractor beams and space bombs and gravity fields and, you know, good old-fashioned lasers. And it could be a sort of turn-based thing where you take your action and then the game plays out for a few seconds and then the next player takes their action, that sort of thing. I don't know. Or it could be real time. Different... Oh, fuck! See, that's why... See, I've got to also make it so that kind of fun happens more often. Because it's actually quite rare for that to actually work out. But anyway, that's the game. I think I'll leave it there so you can... Oh, God. So maybe if you want to have a go on it yourself, there'll be a link in the description. And yeah, let me know if you think it's got potential to be developed into a more fleshed out game. You know, I was thinking particularly for the free tether mode, maybe like an Android game, because then you can, you know, just click and drag with your finger, you know, touch screen controls, and might be fun as a little casual game. I don't know, but it could also be like a bit like Worms, but with planets. I don't know. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough. I think I'll leave it there. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.